Morning. Morning. Morning, Tron. Yeah, tequila. Let's get my mindset right for trading. Hey, Salo. You found me. Yeah, Salo. Yeah, like the blue. All right, guys. Well, oh no, I just said that you found me. I don't know. Maybe I got you mistaken for someone else. Morning, Frizu. Yes. Now, hopefully you've subscribed and you'll get notifications on when I come online. Yeah, a lot of news. Actually, a lot of news today, guys. Yeah. So, guys, I do have the risk disclosure up, so you can take a look at that. Also, encourage you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Encourage me to to do this on an everyday basis, right? So yeah. So while we're waiting here, guys, again, as Tron mentioned, I actually haven't tried to schedule yet, but Tron, that is that will be something I'll take a look at, right? So it doesn't come as a surprise to people. What happened here? You guys still hear me? Good morning, Keith. All right, awesome, Salo. All right, guys. Well, just gonna, at a high level here, just to kind of talk through the risk disclosure here. We all understand that future trading contains a fair amount of risk, and it's not for every investor. And that as an investor, we could potentially lose all or more than our investment capital, and we should only be risking money that we can otherwise afford to lose, okay, and not jeopardize our lifestyle. All right. The information I'm providing here is purely for educational purposes. I'm not here in any sort of advisory capacity. Not here to offer, solicit, to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. Okay. We basically, the information I'm providing is to be used at your own risk, and the idea is that you hold the company market trader and myself assumes no responsibility or liability for any use of or misuse of this information. All right. Already broke some levels here, guys. You want me to put a puppy on the desk that works? All right. Okay. I don't know about puppy. I used to have a what do you call it? A dog. But unfortunately he passed this past December. So we're not really in kind of a dog ownership mood at the moment. So all right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's go ahead and start with all our days here. We're going to start with news, which I believe we have quite a bit of news today. So let's start with that. Okay. Let's open up the economic calendar. Let's kind of confirm that you guys can see my screen. So let's go ahead and filter that down to just the US. Okay. And we'll do 2-star and 3-star events and apply, and go to the top. And as you can see, we have a fair amount of news. Okay, we have all right, we have the OPEC monthly report here at 7 a.m. Eastern time. We are going to get core PPI going to be coming in, and PPI coming in at 8:30 Eastern time. We have the biggest event of all is we're going to get the Fed Chair Powell to speak today. Okay. That's going to be something that's going to be obviously listened to and reacted from. All right. And then we have I think the API would probably have a minor impact on us. So the big event here would have to admit here would probably be the one that we get here at 10 a.m. Fair, anything that he says implies is going, every word that whether he's going to continue on his plan, as far as to, I think he had mentioned in the most recent that he was going to lower interest rates throughout 2024, whether he's going to, follow through on that or not. So, based on what I'm seeing so far on the equity market, maybe they got an inkling that maybe there may be a change in plans. So markets in general are a little bit down, but let's talk markets now. All right. So big drop. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up the charts here. All right. So I'm going to do my to keep equal billing for every market here. There's been some comments which I have been made that I spend 40 minutes on gold and 5 minutes on everything else. So we're gonna give all markets equal billing today as much as I can. We're gonna hold each market to 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes per market, and we'll move on to the next market. So each market has the same amount of exposure here. Okay. All right, so let's start with quickly at the daily chart here. Okay, I'm going to turn off some of these. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to turn off. All right, so I'm going to move this over to the side here for now. So we did get a little bit of a break above this this channel. All right, to the upside on the daily. We have a developing bullish candle. After that, we've kind of tested the top end of this channel. We have an area of supply here at 2,400, and we are kind of around this 24, 50, 51 level as we speak. 23, I should say, 23.51, 23. 50, somewhere in that range right now. Okay, so nothing indicating here that we are in any sort of serious bearish trend. Okay, possibly you could make a case that we might be in a little bit of a range at this point in gold. Okay, but certainly not bearish. I mean, we did make maybe a couple of moves to the downside, but we quickly turned that around. We've broken some recent structure to the upside recently, and haven't really broken any new structure to the downside since. Okay. All right. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. I'm going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here for a second. I've drawn my little supply zone up above. Okay. I could probably draw an equal supply zone below. All right. Below here, I could probably draw a not supply zone, but a demand zone. All right. So you can see here, once we broke, we have tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. We've tested this level. and have had high and have not seen this level since. Okay, we are right above settlement price. Okay, as we speak. Again, nothing on the 4R indicating that we are, not in a sort of bearish trend. More so, I would say that we're probably, if we're look at this swing right here, definitely we're inside a major swing to the upside. 30-minute chart. All right, 30-minute chart. We are coming off of settlement price. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my initial balance because I'd like to understand the range here and compare it to other ranges that we've had in the past. Slightly bigger range. Okay. Slightly bigger range. I guess as a result of the news that we just had. We have a slightly bigger range. We kind of came off of settlement price. We have a developing bullish engulfing. Let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile and see what that has to say. So we'll go ahead and locate the, the 830 bar, bring that across to the 430 bar. Here we are. So we are very much inside balance. Okay, so indicating that we could be headed to a ranged kind of day in gold. But given all the news, maybe the fact that we're in a range kind of day is a result of traders or market participants really waiting for what the news is going to have to say before they put any sort of stake in the market here. The fact that we have price coming off of VWAP here as we speak, above the 233-day EMA, above the settlement price. Only thing that's kind of against, not really against, but is not aligned with this bullish kind of sentiment is the fact that we are inside of value as we speak. All right, relatively wide initial balance range. So even more so today than maybe other days, we should be focused in on the edges of initial balance here once initial balance range is established. Okay. Then maybe some other days that the initial balance appears to be twice the size of initial balances ranges that we've had in the past here. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and turn on ADR. So we have ADR high here. Somewhere, let's see, click on here. Do I see a level? All right, don't see that drawn in at the moment. Okay, well, we'll go with what we have. So we have ADR high here. So go ADR high at let's call it. Let's see what this level is here. 2359. Okay, 2359, 2359. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. ADR low is 2325.6. 2325.6. Settlement is 2343. And then we'll go ahead and turn off ADR, provide ASR levels. ASR levels are coming in a little bit higher. Okay, we have ASR high at what is this? 2364.9. Okay, 2364.9, and ASR low at 2341.6. Okay, 2341.6. Okay, those are the ASR levels. So hypos, well, pretty straightforward, I would say. I would say that the IB edges are going to provide us. It looks like we found some buyers at settlement and at ASR low here. Okay, we found some buyers. Should it return back, that could provide us some opportunities for longs. On the short side, well, we have ASR above us here at 2364.9. Value area high also could be an area where we could maintain some bearish activity, maybe continue in this range. But honestly, I would say that any entry in trade wise in gold will probably need to wait until the Fed chair Powell speaks here at 10 a.m. All right. Otherwise, you are probably going to be in some sort of kind of choppy, rangy kind of price action that we're kind of seeing right now. All right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the gold market. I'm going to take a peek here and see if there's any questions. I did get a comment on black screen. Guys, can you see my screen? Black screen and robot voice. Interesting. Stop share. Share again. Okay. Can you guys see my screen now? Okay. How's my robot voice? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so that's kind of my view here of gold market. All right. So looks like we are kind of testing the highs now, value area high. Okay, value area high seems to be tested as we speak. Continuing our building of our IB range. Okay, the wider the range, the less likely we are potentially going to see an extension. All right, and that the IB edges are going to provide us reversal zones. Okay, all right. So as promised, well, we kept it under minutes. We're going to move on to the crude oil market. All right, give it its equal billing here. Okay, so we got the crude oil market. We're going to go ahead and open up the daily chart, kind of take a peek at that. So daily, okay, kind of a little bit overlapping price action. And otherwise, I would say not otherwise, we are kind of in a downtrend, right? Downtrend, we are making overlapping candles, okay? We had a swing lower, we kind of based, and then we had a swing lower, and we're kind of basing. Is that going to get another swing lower? Well, we have a lot of congestion here on the 10 side that may have a different opinion on that view, okay? But should get below EMA here, then we open price up to some of these levels below us. So I would say that crude oil, it looks a bit bearish to me. We have a developing bearish candle here on as well. All right. So 4-hour chart, looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, equally, we have a developing, relatively, I would say maybe if this holds the way it is, a relatively strong bearish candle, okay, to the downside. Okay, we've identified a demand level below us, but we weren't able to get to or even touch the supply level or whoever this person is before it started to reverse away from it. So sellers have stepped in, did not allow price to get up to these levels to give buyers any sort of confidence that they bring price any higher. All right. So daily and fall all indicating potential of lower prices here. Okay. So go ahead and turn this off here. We'll go ahead and move on to the 30-minute chart. All right. 30-minute chart. Okay. We have EMAs. We have settlement price. We have VWAP. Price is below all three. All right. Below all three of those. All right. Again, I would say working right now opposite to what we're seeing a little bit on gold right now, right? Price is below settlement, below EMA, below VWAP. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our range profile here. We'll go back to the Sunday. Let's see, Monday. We'll locate the 9 a.m. bar. There it is. Drag that across to the to the 430 bar, and we are unlike gold. All right, we kind of are likely to open below value from yesterday, indicating that we do have the bears who are in control of the market, right? How far can this move go? Well, it could go as low as this demand area that we've drawn here. It could go as low as the selling price, not from yesterday, but the day before, Friday. Okay, that's how far this price can go. That's kind of what I'm seeing on the 30-minute chart. Looking at ADR, let's look at ADR. Okay, we have a level here of where it can go, right? We have an ADR level here at 78. What is that? 78.43. All right, so go ahead and capture that. 78.43 ADR low, 78.43, right? And then we'll go ahead ADR high. Okay, ADR high here at let's locate that. ADR high looks like around 80. So yeah, 80. Let's call it 80.04. Okay, 80.04. All right, and then settlement is 79. Oops. Settlement is 79.12. Now, I'm going to go ahead and provide ASR, but technically ASR is not yet opened, all right, because we haven't had the open of the session, which we're about to have here in a few minutes. Okay, so let's, we've opened that up now. We're going to turn this off. Okay, oops, that's what I want to do. Close this. Okay, so for now we have ASR levels of 79.54. We'll need to get adjusted when we have the open here, and we have below us we have 77.98, 77.98. All right, so I've already given you kind of some hypos, right? We have some bearish price action. Right now, I'm not really keen on necessarily paying retail here. If price came back to VWAP or came back to retouch EMA, that would provide me an opportunity to, as a continuation trade. If I'm more of the opinion of longs, well, I need to, again, focus on extremes. I have ASR down here. I have a demand zone that I've drawn here. I could probably even inch this up here a little bit more to be a little bit closer to what we're seeing in as far as ASR here. There's another level just below it. All right, this whole area to me seems like it's supportive. All right, could provide us a bounce to the opposite side. Okay. Initial balance is technically not open yet. When that won't happen for another. All right, so we'll have to hold off on that. I'm going to go ahead and maybe draw BGR levels here. Not seeing anything. Well, BGR is also coming in with the same, kind of view as far as ASR. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. Otherwise, it gets quite busy, right? So right now, probably we'll be looking for some opportunities to the short side in crude oil until I get down to these levels, at which point I may need to change my view. But I don't change my view until I get some sort of indication with a bullish candle that would indicate that, yes, indeed, that we are indeed open to a reversal to the long side. All right. So I'm going to take a peek here and see if there's see. Yeah, bearish if we're below value area low. Correct. ASR low, I've already mentioned. Did I not mention it? ASR low. That's not what I want. ASR low, I think I mentioned, is 77.98. Okay. Now, again, like I said, once the market opens, these ASR levels in particular will need to get adjusted. Okay. All right, but those are what the levels are now. All right, 77.97 or 77.98, somewhere in that range. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's what I have for crude oil. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at change this to this, and then we'll go ahead and save it. Okay, and we'll go ahead and move down to the NQ. All right. Okay, equal billing for all markets. All right, so we'll take a look at NASDAQ, and we'll keep an eye on the open here for crude oil on the left. Let's go this side here. All right, NQ. Okay, so here we are. Ooh, wow, really big move here in NQ. We got a really wide candle here, most likely a result of the news. Okay. All right. And did it stop? Well, it stopped at an ASR level and reversed. Okay. Not the current one, but the one prior. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's turn off this. Let's open up the daily. Let's take a peek at what the daily has to say. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move this away for a second. Here. Okay. All right. So, continuing in a kind of a grind, I would say, to the upside. Okay. In the NASDAQ. All right. Coming into an area where we could potentially see some sellers. We have been in a relatively strong move to the upside. Okay. We've kind of broken some structure here. We have a break of structure here. We're looking and maybe even entertaining 18.5 here as the next area that where we might be. The bulls may be how you say, have some competition to the opposite side. All right, might find some bears over here. Okay, no new lows here since it made this break. All right, so the fact it hasn't made any new lows, our opinion has to stay to the bullish side. All right, in the NASDAQ. All right, so 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Okay, we are. Let's see here. We are technically below settlement price, technically below VWAP, but remain above EMA. All right. Now we do see, right? We do see down here, right? A supply area. We did get price with the news come down to this area, found some buyers, and it kind of moved up here pretty relatively quickly. Okay, we have a developing engulfing candle. Right, we're obviously a ways away from that closing here in the next say hour or so for that 4-hour candle to close. So it'll be interesting to see how this candle closed, and that's also is also going to be around the time when we get the Fed speak, right? So 4-hour developing, I do see obviously above here some supply, right? So we're going to go ahead and color that in red. Okay, so I've seen some rejection. So we have demand below, supply above. 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay, this is volume profile from a couple of days ago. Looks like we are in that range. Let's open up fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the 930 bar, drag it across to the 430 bar, and we are below value. all right, below value, right? So this is value area low right here. Okay, that will also serve as a reference level for us. It's value area low. Okay. If we do get, don't want to have my arrow here. Let's see. Okay. So if we do get price to come back to this level, that would be kind of a good location for a continuation trade lower. If we do manage to close back inside value, then we open ourselves for a value area acceptance play back to the and do basically the full rotation. Okay, full rotation of value. All right. Right now looks quite bearish. Okay, although we did get some support off of a demand zone below us. Okay. Oh, we're going to go ahead and draw in our ADR levels. Okay, ADR above us here. We'll go ahead and call these levels out. We got ADR high here at what is this? We'll just call this 18. What is that? 171 or 371? 371. 371. 18371. Okay, 18371. Okay, settlement price. Settlement is 18295. We have ADR low at ADR low here around 18191.25. 18191.25. Okay, we'll move this up here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and call these ASR levels, but these ASR levels will probably need to get adjusted. We'll have on the top side, we have 18454. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. 18454. And then we have ASR low here at looks like 18208. 18208. 75. All right. Okay. Stretch this out here a little bit. All right. We got settlement. We got the two level ADR levels. All right. So hypos. Well, we've already kind of reversed off of this demand zone below us. Okay. If I'm a seller, I'd like to sell, at a slight retracement back, right, either to this value area low location, as we mentioned. Okay. At looks like 18273.25. Right, that would provide me a nice, kind of low reference level for me for a continuation trade. All right. If I'm looking long, well, I have to use this area here or any reference levels that supports this. So EMA is a level that I could use to support longs, or the same level that it came from. All right. We are at ASR at the moment. That could also offer us a reversal. It's also a settlement price from a couple of days ago. All right. That could also offer an area for reversal. But for now, we need to kind of be cognizant of the fact that we have news coming. And when we have news coming, we are best served in sitting on our hands. I can't tell you the number of markets, right, that have been not markets, combines that have been destroyed because people have decided that that they want to stick their toe at a time where the market is the most volatile. That's not a plan for consistent success, right? If you do things that are going to cause you to trade inconsistently, well, you're going to end up getting inconsistencies, right? So we're, again, if we are serious in growing our accounts, we want to be in controlled environments, right? To do that. Okay. Let's we'll take a look here and see if there's any comments. No comments. All right, that's kind of what I have for for NQ, again, under this 10-minute window that I had given myself to provide. So let's go back to our sister equity market, the Dow, not the Dow, but the ES. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and close off some of these levels. We're going to take a quick look at the daily. All right. Look at the daily. All right. We're going to move this over to the right. All right. Similar kind of story that we see in the NASDAQ. All right. We are in a bullish trend up against some areas that could provide some resistance. We have some resistance, apparent resistance here around 5,300, right? If I were to draw this to the right, I do see some resistance here up at 5,300, okay? And we've already identified support here below us, demand, okay? So for our chart, telling us a similar kind of thing, we're kind of hovering above and below around settlement price and VWAP, right? And we'll probably hang out around these levels until the news is kind of published, right? I think there's some people waiting to see what the news. Certainly interested to see here what the Fed Powell has to say in the next 50 minutes or so. Okay, so that should shake up the markets here a little bit. All right, so 30-minute chart. Looking at the 30-minute chart, we've already kind of reversed off of EMA here below us, right? EMA. We've also are respecting now VWAP. All right. I would say that we would, to really entertain for me a bullish trade, I would need price to break structure above. Okay. It would need to break 5250 in order for me to really get on board with any sort of bullish. Okay. Don't like to be down potentially in control of this, whoever this person is. Okay. Given the fact that they had the resources to bring prices all the way down here, right? I'd like to see some evidence, at least a bullish candle on the 50 or the 30-minute before I'm willing to, risk my hard-earned capital on any sort of bullish trade. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the fixed range volume profile. Let's look at Monday and let's locate the 930 bar, drag that across to the 430 bar from yesterday. Again, similar to what we were seeing in the other, I believe in the other markets, we were, I think, hovering around maybe slightly below value area low. In this particular case, we have ES inside value, right? Indicating that we're probably potentially going to be opening inside range. Okay. If we're going to be opening inside value, then we should expect to see price kind of ranging. Okay. And I would expect that will continue until the news gets out. All right. So let's call out these ADR levels. We have ADR above us here at 52.62, right? So I'm going to go high here, ADR high at 52.62. Okay, 52.62. Maybe it's a little bit low. Yeah, no, 52.62. 52.62.25, I guess, if I had to nitpick. All right, settlement, we have 52.45, 52.45.50, and then we have ADR low at what is that? Pretty wide. Let's call that 52.21, 52.21, 50. All right, 52.21.50. So we'll go ahead and close off ADR. I'm going to call out these ASR levels, but they're probably going to need to get readjusted. Okay, when the market opens here. So let's close this off here for a second. And let's pull this up here. So I have ASR high 52.87.75, ASR low 52.30. Is that 26, 36? Looks 52.36. 5236. 5236.25. It's kind of what I'm seeing on ASR low. Okay. So these are kind of the levels I'll be looking at once the news hits, right? We are already seeing some evidence that this ASR level potentially is going to be an area. This is also value area low. As I mentioned, guys, if we do a break above this in a close, then maybe we are looking to maybe revisit some of these same levels, maybe at least get up to value area high and potentially beyond. Okay. So it's kind of what's developing here on the ES here. Nice level potentially for a relatively little amount of risk here to participate in a trade. But I honestly need to see a break and close of this prior structure to really feel confident in this move higher. Okay, I say close, right? I want to just have a wick, right? I don't want a fake out move. I want to make sure that we have a close above, and then potentially I participate, at that level on the way back. All right, slight retracement. All right, let's take a peek, see if there's anything question wise. Does not appear. So again, we're going to go ahead and close our review here on the Dow. All right, close this review on the Dow. Okay, similar kind of sequence here. We'll go ahead and review the daily. We're going to go ahead and shut down ASR, and we're going to move this off to the left. Okay, so we are, kind of similar to the other equities here in a bullish trend on the daily, coming up onto some supply areas on the left. Okay, for our chart, similar story. We have a developing kind of hammer-like candle here. We took a peek below, found some buyers, and now price is starting to reverse and head higher. Okay, maybe a little bit rangy, I would say, of late in given this overlapping set of candles that we're seeing here. Okay, 30-minute chart again reacted off of EMA. All right, reacting off of EMA, giving indication that it wants to potentially break this level here at what looks like, what is that, 39,620, right, and potentially head higher, and could potentially head all the way up to the other side of this swing here. Okay, could go all up here, right? Assuming that we can break this, we have the potential of an opportunity that could lead us all the way to here. The only thing that I see here is that we've technically have not broken and closed above, right? The market's going to be opening up here in about 50 minutes, but we're starting to see some signs here, and we also have the news coming. So again, not really interested in participating while that news is a possibility. ADR tells us that we have the opportunity to head all the way up to 39,682. So we're going to go ahead and mark that 39,682 ADR high. ADR high at 39. What did I say? 682. I think it was six. Let's call it 683. 683. We have ADR low here at ADR low at let's call it, what is this? Let's call it 39,400. ADR low 39,400. Settlement is 39,559. Settlement 39,559. 559, and then we'll go ahead and open up, close ADR levels and close an ASR. So we are right at the border here of ASR here. So let's see, ASR here looks like is going to be 39,592 is the low. 39. Is that 592? Yeah, it looks like 592. 592 ASR low. 39,592. And then on the top side, we have 39,917. 39,917. All right. Okay. So again, we have kind of our hypos. We're kind of reacting off of settlement price. We have obviously, me personally would like to see that price get above this level, right? Above this structure here before I'm convinced that they can take price higher. All right. And then maybe as they get at a break, maybe I use ASR as kind of a reference level on the top side to support a long trade in the Dow. All right, I'm going to take a peek here to see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions. Managed to get all through all the markets with a good 12 minutes to spare, which I think made most of my opening range trade people happy. Okay. Not that I personally trade opening range, but I know that if I'm going to be trading opening range, I'd like to get a sense for the general direction of the market before I participate. Can you show the ASR for gold again? Okay, let's take a peek at that. We'll go ahead and go back, and we'll go ahead and go to GC, leave this, and we'll take a look at ASR. Okay, so we're going to open this up. We have, we're going to close this and turn this on. Okay, so we have a slightly, see how it slightly changed with the open here? So we have a slightly different ASR level here, 2342.5. 2342.5 is on the bottom side, okay? And on the top side, we have 2365.5. 65.5, but honestly, not much different than what we had originally. Okay, relatively wide initial balance range. Let's double check on this initial balance. Honestly, 30 minutes. This needs to be changed to 1 hour. The times are good. Okay, so right now we're developing a relatively wide initial balance. Okay, all right. And then spell settlement, right? Let's change that. Okay. All right. I think that's it, guys. If there's no other questions, we'll call it a session. Again, don't if what I had to share resonated, and you like that I can bring this kind of content to you on a daily basis, please don't be shy and hit the like button. All right. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be notified when these kind of events happen, hit the subscribe button. All right. And I'm just going to piggyback of Neil's comment. Trade well, trade safe, but more importantly, trade like a pro, trade like a market trader. All right, guys, have a good day trading. Be safe out there. Be aware that we have news coming up here in about 40 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the video should probably be posted here relatively shortly, automatically. I don't have to. That's the nice thing about YouTube; it automatically posts the video here, so I don't have to do anything on my side to make that happen. All right. All in the mind. Yes, it is correct. Very good. Very good name there. All in the mind. Trading is a lot about all in the mind. All right, you're welcome, Yatkin. You're welcome, Sapadia. All right, guys, that's it for me. Trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, trade like a market trader. All right, guys, have a good day. Talk soon.